At shooting, Richie Gary. At the other guard position, Luka Dončić. At the other forward position, Carmelo Anthony. Boston Celtics starting lineup. At small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 45, Ron James. Starting in center, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 11, Joel Embiid. At point guard, at 6 foot 0 inches, number 9, Mark Wallace. Starting at the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 20, Anthony Davis. Starting at the other guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 30, Dwayne Wade. Your head coach is Brad Stevens. Let's hear it for your Boston Celtics.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, some people called on Joel Embiid to be more aggressive. The process accepted that with humility, saying, I want to be great, and it's only right for people to expect me to drop 35 a night. At the same time, he said, I'm not a selfish player. If the defense double teams me, it's about making the right play. Kevin?
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for him.
And it's a nice month he's having. Something's got him motivated. He's become a much bigger contributor offensively. He's settled into the kind of groove that every player wants to get in.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Wallace is out there with Green. Then there's Dončić. Then it's Anthony. And it's Guerin in at the shooting guard position. And for Boston, we've got Joel Embiid. Anthony Davis is out there with King. Then there's Price. And it's Wade in at the 2. And 2 conference rivals scoring off tonight. You know, Steve, this has the feel of a playoff game.
It does. These two teams have had their battles in the past. It's always fun to see them match up against one another.
And so off the tip, it's Boston.
Who's watching here?
To the middle, here's Price. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
Nice read by Dwayne Wade. Beautiful.
Dončić passes to Anthony. Back to Dončić. The pass to Carmelo. Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to Minnesota. Wade, right side. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
He's been making plays like that his whole career. Wade is a master at working himself to the charity stripe.
First trip to the line for him here.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Dwayne Wade at the stripe. How many times have we said that before? He lives there.
so he gets them both. Dončić with it. Anthony on the wing. Puts one up from 19. Rebounded by the Celtics. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
Here's Dončić following the bucket by the Celtics. Anthony can't hit.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Davis dishes to Wade from the stripe. It's rebounded by Dončić. The Hawks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Anthony with the bucket.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now, here's Wade. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Orlando. And Davis sends it back.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Dončić against Wade. Guerin, no good on the three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And Dončić gets it to go.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
So the Celtics call timeout, their first. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You look at Memphis, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for the Hawks, they continue to obliterate expectations because they found a way to get the most out of the guys on this roster.
And Dončić, here we go. Bucket is good. Dončić has got his second bucket tonight.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Dončić. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Outside for Davis. Off target from outside. And so Dončić will bring it up for the Hawks. Trailing by 2. Here's Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Davis. And Steve, as we get into the middle of the season, do you feel we have a good idea of who the contenders are at this point?
The major forces, Kevin, you know for sure where they are. There are always some teams you can't tell if they're legit or not just yet.
And he makes the first. That one drops. He ties it up.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Now here's Price. He just could not put it together in that loss to Orlando. 2 points. That one goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
That gives them the lead. Anthony's got 7 points.
And how about the vision there from Dončić? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Poked away. Dončić with the steal. Dishes it to Green. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really, credit Green for getting the favorable position down inside, forcing the D's hand there.
Atlanta shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The first free throw is good.
For this team, Draymond's a true necessity. Does all the little things. Everyone understands how important he is on both ends.
Both free throws good from Green. Celtics trail by 3. And here's Price. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender, has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here is Dončić after Dwayne Wade hitting the 3. Anthony against King. Ring shot on the way and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Anthony's got 9.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Hawks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Pass to Dončić. There's the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Boston the other way.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
They generated second chance opportunities on one end, preventing them on the other end. That was the story of the game.
Dončić outside, down low, and it's Anthony with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Wade surveying the D to the inside. Embiid, and good that time.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so it's Dončić with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Pass to Carmelo. With the fadeaway. The rebound by the Celtics.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 11. Dončić outside. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And with good length and athleticism, Dončić not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
To the paint. And it's Wade. That time on the assist by Price. Wade's got 11 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Look, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also, at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
To the left wing. Harrington against Davis. Pass to Chiozza. 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Harrington. Tumbo grabs the board.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
To the wing on the left. Wade against Redick, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Beal's checked in for the Celtics. And Adams kicks to Redick. Here's Harrington. Rebounded by the Celtics. Inside. There's the pass to Andrews. For the three. The rebound by Steven Adams. Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And the basket by Harrington. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Davis. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Hawks shooting 47% here so far. Chiozza's shot is good.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Celtics trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
AD could have laid that one up, but that's not the statement he just made.
Here's Chiozza. 17 points for him last game against Minnesota.
And you know, another way he impacted the game was forcing turnovers. Really disrupted the offensive flow.
Here's Brandon, covered by Redick. Here's Dandridge over Iguodala, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And while we have a chance, here are the teams that have swatted away the most shots this season.
And sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious. If he can do it, why not me? Then all of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league in blocks.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And the Celtics making a change here. Embiid's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Devin Booker, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. Both free throws good from Dandridge. And here's Chiozza. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Passes it to Harrington. Clock at 6 to the right side. Puts it up. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Embiid. And Embiid is right there. Embiid's got it all tied up now for Boston.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
First free throw is good. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Boston trailing. Here's Skiles. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. There's Chiozza, and there it is for him. And the Hawks lead by 3.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
And the rejection by Iguodala. Booker looking around. Iguodala outside. Here's Chiozza. He's covered by Beal. Offensive rebound. Adams' shot is good. Now it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Dandridge passes to Beal. And here's Embiid. Pass Dandridge. The dish now to Beal. Boston again missing. The Hawks leading by 5. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Booker. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Excellent footwork there. Booker so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
Here's Skiles. Defended by Booker. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Chiozza. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Chiozza's got 6. Carmelo Anthony getting it done for Atlanta. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll return shortly. And we chatted with Bradley Beal recently, who touched upon the joys of playing at home.
Being yourself, being in your own comfortable setting, and then arena packed full of your own fans rooting and cheering you on. That's constant motivation and just energy, that puts us into this mindset that we have to win at home.
Greg, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. 2 advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Iguodala. Al Harrington is out there with Steven Adams. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Chiozza in at the point guard. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. And the Celtics making a change here. Kings checked in. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Boston, no good that time either.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
Now, here's Dončić. 20 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Skiles. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Ben Wallace, he's checked in for Adams. And Anthony subbed in for Al Harrington. Here's Skiles after Luka Dončić's bucket. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Luka Dončić.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
First one falls for him. In terms of acquiring the types of players you like, Greg, which front offices have you evaluated that really lead the way?
It's a great question. You know, I think coming off the dynasty, and if you ask Golden State, they're still in the midst of it. I think they do a terrific job. The Celtics are right at the top, too, though. Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens are in sync with what they do and how they develop players, but also how they find those diamonds in the rough. And let's give a shout out to Toronto with what they've done over the last 5 or 6 years. They've created a level of excellence there that has them on the same path as some of the best teams in our league.
A lot of good GMs out there. Danny Ainge of Boston, you talked about them, probably one of the best.
I love it. That's great teamwork on the pick and roll. Then Draymond finished strong.
Celtics trail by 10. Skiles the pass to Mutombo. To the left side wing with the shot. They grab their own miss, and Embiid throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Dončić, no good.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Out left to the wing. King against Anthony. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from King.
He has the complete game in the paint. King can get plenty of points on the perimeter as well, but inside, that's where he butters his bread.
Anthony. The rebound by the Celtics. King, the pass to Price. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Outside Anthony. Shoots over King. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Guerin, guarded by Price. Dončić, no good. And so Price will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. That shot is off. Dončić passes to Green. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. The Celtics have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. To the paint. Dončić against Embiid. Skiles has got 4 points this quarter.
And you have to be unselfish if you're going to lead your team to great things. And I think Embiid gets that.
Atlanta making a switch here. Redick is checked in. The list of contenders for the three-point contest is really interesting this year. Every one of these guys is capable of going lights out in a setting like that.
Yeah, the field is almost set, and I wouldn't want to have to make a prediction. These are all fantastic shooters. It's just a matter of who gets hot on that day.
And you look at Anthony. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And the excitement for this year's three-point contest keeps growing as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. Some amazing shooters in line to take part.
Hard to pick a winner out of that group of contenders, but safe to say it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Here's Wade after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got 13.
Okay, D-Wade. He's played a physical brand of basketball his entire career.
To the middle. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
I will say I like the aggressiveness, but you hurt your team making poor decisions, and that was one of them.
Wade outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Here's Guerin. 11 points for him in that last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And he did great work on the defensive end, too, with 3 steals on the night.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Brandon's shot is off.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Guerin passes to Green. Out to Anthony. Redick is in the corner. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. King right side. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Brandon. And here's Wade. Down low. Here's Embiid. Green with the block.
Green really puts forth a ton of effort on the defensive side. Always a shot-blocking threat.
Celtics leading by 4. King with it. Now guarded by Redick. And it's sent back by Wallace. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Anthony. Now a timeout called by Boston. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Now here's Iguodala. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. They need this one. Guerin, no good.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Chalk up 2 there. And it's an 8-point Boston lead. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Guerin passes to Wallace. Here's Guerin. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Green. And Boston with the rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department. Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Now here's Redick. He's got 6. The Hawks again can't hit.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Misses off the right iron. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Boston. Here's Brandon. Covered by Redick. That one goes. Count it.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Boston making some changes. Dandridge, he's checked in for Embiid, and Beal subbed in for King. Now, here's Harrington. Here's Chiozza. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Beal from long range. He's off on that one.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
Yep, that one goes in there. Chiozza's got 8.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Here's Brandon, defended by Booker, and that one's good. Brandon.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Outside, Green. Here's Chiozza. They get the rebound. Harrington makes it off the glass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Celtics leading by 10. And there's the pass, Dandridge. Here's Beal. And the layup's good off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Passes it to Harrington. Here's Chiozza. Back to Harrington. Booker outside. Lets it go from deep. Here's Adams. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Adams has got his second basket of the night.
You have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
To the inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Brandon's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics. Atlanta's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Chiozza passes to Green. Here's Chiozza. Back to Green. There's 53 seconds left here in the second. Here's Davis. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
Here's Chiozza. 8 points for him. The drive by Booker. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
And because of that high basketball IQ he possesses, Booker takes great shots, and he knows the value of the mid-range game.
Now here is Davis. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Mutombo. Here's Dandridge. Guarded by Green. Here's Skiles. Pass to Beal. Lets the 3 fly. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. It's going to be Booker shooting. That one on Davis. The Hawks shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Free throw good, Booker.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Here's Skiles. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Shooting for Boston. Scott.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Near the 3-point line, it's Dončić. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Boston with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their transition game has been in full effect. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you're in a good position here at the break. What do you tell your team to make sure they don't let up?
Well, I don't think it's about letting up or playing better. Or it's just playing the right way. We just have to play good basketball. And we talked about it before the game. That's our goal going into the game. That doesn't change no matter what the score is. So that'll be the discussion at halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
D-Wade out there with Price. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's King at the 3 spot. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half.
If the game seems easy for AD, that's because it is. He's taking the time to develop the fundamentals of the game.
Now, here's Dončić. Out to Anthony. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Green passes to Dončić. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. And it's Davis finishing it off.
What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by AD.
Price against Dončić. The pass to Guerin from outside the arc. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's King. Softly drops in the floater. King's got 12 points in the game.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Dončić passes to Carmelo. Out to Dončić. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Davis.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Dončić is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
All free throws good from Dončić. Here's Price. 6 points for him. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. To the paint. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
So it's the Hawks now. Atlanta trails by 16. Here's Anthony. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Scoring at an efficient clip tonight. Melo in that zone.
Here's Wade. Green with the block. Here's Dončić. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Anthony. Averaging about 32 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Now here's Davis. He's got 13. A second chance effort, and it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. Dončić against Price. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Dončić. Price looking it over. Passes it to Wade. Shoots over Dončić. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Guerin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Atlanta, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. He hits both from the stripe. And so Price will bring it up for Boston. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. The 3 from Davis. Here's Embiid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And who draws more fouls than Embiid? Very few players, if any. Too much size and really too much skill to defend.
Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers.
And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
So tough to keep Davis from getting his points. Now he goes to the line where he's been shooting in that 80% range.
The Atlanta trails by 9. Anthony drives in. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. Andre Iguodala, number 1.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots. That free throw good from Anthony. Both free throws good from Anthony. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Redick against Price. Sweet little floater. Price has got 8 points.
And they just refuse to go away and really have slowly worked themselves back into the game.
Back to Anthony. Kicks it out to Iguodala. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them in a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
And here's Embiid after the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
To the middle, here's Anthony, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Joel Embiid.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Tumbo is checked in for Anthony Davis. Now a timeout called by Boston.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Price against Redick. Pass to Wade. Shoots over Dončić. Kept alive. Mutombo kicks to Wade. Pass to King. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Wade. Over Dončić. That's short off the rim.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And the Hawks with possession. They're on a 19-7 run. Outside, Redick over Wade. The Hawks again can't hit. Celtics leading by 6. Here's Price. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Here's Redick, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Redick's got 8 points.
That's Redick shooting in a nutshell. A quick trigger release once he gets his hands on the ball.
Now the pass to Embiid. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Atlanta making some changes. Adams, he's checked in for Wallace. And Al Harrington subbed in for Anthony.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them, a spark that turned things around.
Here's Brandon. 6 points for him. Outside, Redick. Good. And the assist goes to Dončić. Now just a 3-point Celtic lead.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
Embiid inside. He's covered by Iguodala. Here's Brandon. He dishes it to Mutombo. Here's King. No good on that one. So the Hawks will take it the other way. The drive by Dončić. And the dunk by Dončić.
And when you want Dončić, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Beal's checked in for Boston. And a change for the Hawks. Chioza's checked in. And here's Chioza. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 1-point game. And Adams with the slam. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Here's Brandon. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Beal finds Embiid. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Chioza passes to Dončić. And they double up Dončić. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Inside. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And it just seems when Dončić turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Here's Brandon. 6 points for him. Lays it up off the glass. Brandon's got 8 points.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
Iguodala outside. Fires from the corner. And it's Dončić missing. The Celtics with the lead. Left side, Beal. Here's Dandridge. On the 3 off target. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. The drive by Dončić. They get it back. Harrington. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. He has 6.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here's Brandon. 8 points for him. Knocks it loose. Iguodala with the steal. And they're running. Finished off the break. And now a 3-point Hawks lead.
Lock up D from Iggy, keeping his hands active there.
And he jams it with authority.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
And the basket by Harrington.
Just a super unselfish guy. Dončić is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Dončić with the steal. Here's Chioza. 10 points for him.
And if you let the little guy get airborne before you slide over to block him out, he can and will embarrass you on the boards.
Here's Brandon. They trail by 3. Here's Embiid. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Now Dončić. He's got 22. And Adams with the slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Brandon. Here's Mutombo. Over to the left wing. Passes to Brandon. Down low, just 4 to shoot. And he comes up with the deuce. Embiid's got 11 in the second half.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Here's Guerin. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Fires from 18, and the jumper is good. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Skiles the pass to Davis. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Dandridge against Harrington. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
And this is what Beal does. He puts pressure on the defenders and makes them compromise when he does.
Atlanta leading by 4. Here's Harrington. That's tipped and out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. Pass Dandridge. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Dandridge has got 4 points this quarter.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
Especially given the height disadvantage. I love the way he created space for his shot.
Here's Guerin, and here's Booker from the arc. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Launches it, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. It's Atlanta up by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
One thing we can't do is have empty possessions where we're shooting it before or we're turning it over before we can set our defense, okay?
Well, Greg, he's all about wanting them to take smart shots.
You have 24 seconds to play with, plenty of time. No sense taking a bad shot and risking getting burned in transition.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court right now for the Hawks, Anthony is out there with Green. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Wallace. And it's Guerin in at the point guard position. And Boston has possession following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Here's Dandridge, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
And the Greyhound, really one of the original two-way players. Dandridge, quick and fluid right there from mid-range.
And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Skiles the pass to Davis. Now here's Beal. Back to Davis to tie it up. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Great D that time from Beal. Celtics trail by 3. It's taken away by Wallace. Dandridge against Anthony. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. It's Beal on the wing, defended by Booker. The shot by Beal, no good. Atlanta leading by 5. They kick it out to Green. Anthony in the corner for Davis. Second chance shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Wallace, just an unreal defender. An undersized center who blocks shots and pounds the glass like a madman.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Hawks. It's taken away by Wallace. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. And it's in there. And the Hawks lead by 7.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
King. That one off the back iron and out. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They've led by as much as 10. And it's King with the rebound. The Celtics shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Price, the pass to Wade. Over Anthony. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Anthony Davis.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
Now here's Anthony. And Anthony gets double teamed. It's stolen by Davis. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Unselfish play by Davis. He understands that his scoring can only take this team so far. He needs help from the guys around him.
Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic.
And for that game against Miami, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Now, here's Wade. Mutombo kicks to Wade, and he makes that one.
You know, he's never been one to settle. D-Wade will go right at you.
Here's Anthony, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That free throw good from Anthony. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
I love how hard he's playing, really since the break. All the defense can do at this point is foul him.
Price outside. The 11-footer. Green with the block. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. King right side. Here's Davis. And off the glass. That one's good. Davis has got 20.
The numbers speak loud and clear. 80, not letting up, playing with great pride.
Price with the ball. Pass to Wade. Over Redick. Here's Mutombo. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Mutombo's got 4 points in the quarter.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And the Hawks lead by 4.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
Price dishes to Wade. They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. The Hawks making a switch here. Dončić is checked in. Shot clock at 5. Here's King. Atlanta with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The offensive rebound, Wallace. King with the steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Dončić. And that'll be his third foul so far. Price the pass to Wade. Knocked away. Dončić with the steal.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin. No doubt about it with their turnovers in the second half.
I mean, bullying his way around the court. Draymond invites contact, then comes through with the bucket.
Now, here's Price. He kicks it to Davis. Another shot, and it's good on the layup. Davis has got 8 here in the quarter.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
Anthony down low. Davis is on it. That one good for 2.
And Melo's jumper is pure. You feel like it's going in every time he gets a clean look at the rim.
Price outside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Guerin. Dončić trying to get open. And that one's good. Guerin.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break and then points at the other end.
Now, here's Wade. To the paint. Here's Mutombo. And it's to Kembe with the jam.
And Wade to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Anthony. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Dwayne Wade.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he can't get the first one. Embiid, he's checked in for Mutombo. And the second free throw, good. Now, here's Price. The pass to Embiid. Davis against Anthony. Price outside. Pass to Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Davis kicks to Price. Puts one up from 19. And he overshot that one, missing. The Hawks leading by 7. Pass to Carmelo. And he banks in the layup. Anthony's got 32 points.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now, here's Price. Here's Wade. Nice D from Dončić.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened. This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
The first one falls.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Dončić is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
Now, here's Price. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
King against Anthony. And they double up Dončić. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And here's Price. Pass to King. Knocked loose. And now it's Wallace running. He can go all the way.
Yeah, easy call.
He's off on the first. He doesn't get the second one. You hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position has changed?
You know, you think back
to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Someone said, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
Now a timeout called by Boston. We'll have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Wade can't hit.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Here's Price after Luka Dončić's bucket. Outside, Davis. Boston again missing. And so Dončić will bring it up for the Hawks. Can't get it to fall. Celtics trail by 12. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And no matter his age, Wade would always be able to go up and throw it down.
Here's Anthony. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Anthony's got 34 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And he's able to get it back. King, the pass to Embiid. Good on the shot. He's got 27.
Oof, what a scary sight. Joel Embiid with all that momentum taking it to the hoop, looking like a freight train.
Atlanta calls timeout. They lead by 10. 1:37 left here in the fourth quarter. And the Celtics making a change here. Mutombo's checked in. Dončić against Price. And here's Anthony from the arc. Tries again. And Green gets it to go.
Keeping after the second chance opportunity, that's hustle, that's commitment, that's Draymond Green.
Price with the ball. And it's Wallace picking him up. Wade from 7, and the jumper is on the mark. Wade's got 6 here in this quarter. Atlanta leading by 10. And the pass to Guerin. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Hawks.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Dončić.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Now, here's Dončić, following the miss by Anthony Davis. And the shot is good. And the Hawks lead by 17.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Wade kicks to Price to end the run. It's rebounded by Dončić. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Luka, some feel this team is exceeding expectations. How do you keep up this rhythm?
Yeah, we just got to keep going like that. Don't listen to anybody. Just be ourselves, play as a team. And that's our key.
Well, when you're yourself, you look pretty good, man. Congrats on the win. Thanks. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much.